Hey guys, just want to do a quick video of all my tanks. I haven't done anything in a while, so I figured I'd give an update. Here's a 75-gallon Lake Tanganyika tank. It's got a lot of algae. I really do need to clean it up, but the fish are doing well. White calvus have spawned multiple times. My ventralis, I've got two. There's one and one male. There's the second male. During the day, sometimes he's starting to show. One of them, I believe it's that one, is starting to show a little more. He has pretty good color. I haven't seen any females holding. I put some Lillupi, some of the bigger fry, up in here, trying to grow them out so I can sell them a little quicker. But other than that, yeah, this tank's been doing all right. Just needs to be a little cleaned up. But the ventralis are really starting to show colors and they're mature, so that's exciting. We'll see how that turns out. All right, guys, and then here's my 37-gallon kind of South American tank. Over here on the left, I had these German blue rams. They were, they had free swimming fry, but they ended up eating the fry the first time, which was kind of expected. They've had multiple spawns since then, but they keep eating the eggs. I haven't had wigglers or free swimming fry, so I went ahead and moved these cardinal tetras in here because I figured maybe some dither fish and they would maybe protect their eggs a little bit better, because when they had these blue neon rice fish in with them, they seem to do better and protect the fry. There's some longfin albino bristlenose fry put in here. I'm going to try and catch that last one and move them out. Maybe they're eating the eggs too. I'm not quite sure. So we'll see. I haven't had a spawn yet with the cardinals, but she looks like she's getting pretty ready. Over here, the blue neon rice fish, starting to see some males and females. The females are a little yellow. The males are blue. They don't have great color right now, but they're starting to get there. They're about 6 months old. And then this right here is my dominant female. There's two of them in here. Apistogramma cockatooides triple red. Sadly, the male passed away on me, so I gotta find another male. But she's ready to spawn. She's yellow and has a whole bunch of, she's got a big belly, looks like she's ready to spawn. Here's one of the albino bristlenose fry. He's pretty big too. But this tank's doing alright. Still really haven't had a lot of fry come out of it, which is a little frustrating, but we'll kind of see how it keeps going. And here's the 36-gallon bow front Lake Tanganyika tank. Caudapuncatus over here, and you can see their fry are pretty big now. I think they're about 3 months old, and all the fry from the first batch survived. There was actually a second spawn of Caudapuncatus, and they didn't make it. I don't know if the babies didn't eat it or I didn't notice them quite in time, so they didn't get a lot of fry food, the new batch. So it looks like she's guarding her shell again. That's the female, that's the male. It looks like she's guarding the shell again. There might be some more babies in there. Here's some old Gelitochromis marleri fry, and then there's a bunch of little babies. If you can see him, he's hanging out right there. Yeah. So there's probably about 30 of those guys that are hanging out in there. They're about the same age as these Caudapuncatus, and the adults are back in this, behind this rock. But there's a couple generations of Gelitochromis marleri in here. Threw some bristlenose in here too, but yeah, everyone gets along in here. There's a lot of fry, so this tank is very, very cool. I need to catch some of these bigger fry and move them out. It's easier said than done with all these rocks. I don't want to disturb it too much. So, but other than that, it's this tank's going well. Lots of fry. Caudapuncatus pair is definitely established, and they're laying more eggs. So that's exciting. Alright, we'll hit some more fry tanks. Here's a 37-gallon. This one has a bunch of Lillupi. And right there is a Parasiprochromis fry. I had 4 to start with, and I'm actually down to 3. I don't know what happened to the 4th one. I was been out of town a lot, and I think one of them just didn't make it. But there's Calvus fry in here. There's right here is a Boesemani rainbow fish fry. I kind of mixed a lot of stuff in here. Here's the Julitochromis marleri fry. I've shown this tank before. It's got pretty much almost all the fry I'm keeping in here. There's some bristlenose in here too somewhere. But just a pretty active tank. Do lots of water changes on this guy. Most of the fish in here are probably 4 to 5 months old. And they're looking good. Down here, I'm trying to. These are I believe like orange flash or orange lightning. I can't remember what they are, but Cory cats. And I was trying to breed them, and I really haven't done a great job. Mostly, I know that Corys, from what I've read, eat their eggs. I'm sure they've spawned. I just have not paid enough close attention to remove the eggs. There's a bunch of bristlenose fry in here as well, some of the bigger ones. They look really good. I'm actually going to try and sell some of them, because there might be only like 10 in here, but enough to sell off. And but yeah, this tank, it's I really want to see a whole bunch of German blue ram fry in here, or Pistogramma fry, but I haven't been able to get more free swimmer, more wigglers or anything like that. But that's all right, just keep playing it by ear. And then down here I have a little 5-gallon that's just plumb full of albino bristlenose fry. These guys are only like a month and a half old, but I got a lot of them. They did a lot better in this 5-gallon tank. There's probably 25, 30 in there, and there's enough to that I need to move them out of there. And then up here is the 55-gallon. Some more Lulupi, some bigger Boesemani rainbow fish, bigger Calvus. These are my oldest Calvus that are probably like 8 months old, but they're still so small. And then I have my Parasiprochromis. I guess you could call it a colony. There's 6 of them now. I'm hoping to add the other 3 and get them kind of breeding more. I have not seen any breeding behaviors really lately. I guess I saw some breeding behaviors, but I haven't seen anyone holding eggs or anything like that. I feel like I have a bunch of males, maybe 4 males and maybe 2 females, but the 2 females are still kind of small, so it's hard to tell. But they're not showing great color right here at all. But yeah, bunch of Calvus. There's a little marleri fry in there, 1 left I think. I've sold a bunch of those guys off. Looking at me, I maybe try and sell some more of these guys, but this tank does well. Gets a lot of water changes because there's a lot of fish in here. Yeah, it's going well. Just growing them out still. Alright, and then finally, my 225 is looking pretty good. Here's this longfin albino bristlenose fry male. He is beautiful. I mean, that's a big fish too. I mean, he's got to be, with the length of his fins, a good 6 inches. And his bristles are pretty legit too. So he's getting ready to look in his cave. So hopefully I'll get some more. The Boesemani rainbow fish, my fry, that are probably 9 months old. Oh shoot, they might be no, they're older than that. They almost 10 months old, 11 months old. They're showing colors, the males now. Definitely is getting more color to it. They're looking better. The bigger ones were males I already bought, but some of the smaller ones are definitely showing color. It looks good. It's exciting. These black angelfish are also ones I grown by myself. They're a good $50 size easily now. I haven't seen any breeding from the angelfish, but I'm not in any rush to do that. But when they do start breeding, I'll probably pick up breeding angelfish again, and hopefully I'll get a double black pair. Here's the wild Apistogramma male Cockatooties. He looks pretty sweet. He has a female in here. They haven't spawned or anything, but just kind of threw him in here. Here's Apistogramma McMasteri male. Doesn't have any females. Some Pandacories in here. Siamese algae. There's a lot of fish in here, but you know, this is a big tank and it does get a lot of water changes. This red lotus plant is looking gorgeous. It's filling in real nicely. So yeah, other than that, I mean, not a lot of big changes, just fish kind of growing out. Haven't thrown a lot of new fish in here. I actually took out all those cardinal tetras. There's only about 10 of them left, but did that. And then real quick underneath, I put my other Caudipan caudus pair down here in a 10-gallon to see if they'd spawn, and they did. And I saw some fry. I had noticed it a little late, and most of the fry died off the first time. But I'll let them spawn again and kind of move those fry out, or move the parents out or something. But definitely have 2 pairs now of Caudipan caudus, which is kind of cool. So they're a little bit rarer Lake Tanganyika shell dweller. And then oh, there's the female albino longfin bristlenose that's been breeding a lot with them. And then on this side, here's just this has some Calbus and some Lulupi. They're still pretty young. On this side is, if you remember, I pulled out a bunch of Caudipan caudus fry from the first batch. So upstairs I just showed you some of the ones that were with the parents still. This is the other half. So they actually have a pretty good spawn. I mean, that's probably total spawn of maybe 30 fish. And down here I probably have 12. Upstairs there's a little more than I thought. So like 15, 18 up there. And yeah, so they're both growing out fine with the parents, without the parents. That's not a big deal for those cichlids. I mean, as long as you just feed them and take care of them. But other than that, I mean, this tank is just, I love the 225. I mean, how can you not? But I've debated, I don't know, trying to change out some stuff, but I'm just going to leave it alone for a little bit. I think it's doing well. Some of the paint I had on the acrylic, I didn't let it, I need to recoat that. Little maintenance stuff. There's a little algae on here too, but it looks pretty good to me. So that's about all I got. So let me know if you have any questions, and hopefully, yeah, I'll just keep some updates going. Thanks for watching.